One thing about me, you're not gonna catch me asking the same question twice because that shit is too close to begging for me.
You know, so in the video, she mentioned about asking the same question twice. So I want to kind of take this to a different level, right? And this don't apply to the business world or nothing like that, because in the business world, they like when you persistent. They like when you go after what you want. But when it comes to dating, whether it's a woman dating a man or a man dating a woman, when you spin the block, that's when it becomes an issue. It's like people lose respect for you, especially as a man. Women value respect because a woman can't love you if she doesn't feel safe and respected. So when you spin the block, it's showing that you don't respect her boundaries. You're not willing to leave gracefully. You're looking at it as a challenge. To you, it's a challenge. So you like, man, I'm gonna try harder. But all it's doing is showing how thirsty you really are. It's showing how much of a life you don't have. It's showing how much of no options you got. That's all it's doing. And you know, I learned my lesson with this too, because I remember I might have been like 25 or 26. I can't really remember. But around that time, there was somebody I spent the block back on. And she let me know, like she let me know, she was like, look, I already told you no the last time. She was like, if I want to rock with you, I'll let you know. And that's when I realized, like, dang, you can't ever spin the block. It don't matter if it's been a couple of years since you tried to get at the person, or if she was in a relationship and now it don't matter. Once a person rejects you, don't give them another opportunity to do the same thing. Now, I don't mean in the business world, because the business world is different. That's different. But when you're in the dating realm, people lose respect for you when you keep making advances and they already let you know what time it is. And then if y'all really want to get psychological and things like that, it really comes off as like manipulation when you try to go back at somebody who kind of rejected you, because what you're saying is, oh, now it's a game to me. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to chase to see if I can really get her. And it's a super unhealthy way of going about trying to get things or get a woman you want to date. Is super unhealthy. Again, it goes back to being desperate. This is why we got to focus on our mindset and the way we think and improving ourselves, because a lot of us don't really like ourselves. We don't feel good alone. You know what I'm saying? We don't feel good about ourselves. And that's why a lot of us double back down because of rejection. You gotta love being alone, because if you value being alone, you're not gonna wanna be around somebody who doesn't even wanna be around you. See, here's the thing. When you don't love yourself, naturally, you're gonna be around people who don't really love you. That's how it works. That's
Loneliness will teach you more about yourself than anything else in this world will. More people need to spend time alone. I spent 2 years completely alone. I was eating at restaurants by myself. I was hiking by myself. I was camping by myself. And what that made me do was learn to love myself and love my own company. That way I didn't need acceptance from other people. I didn't care what other people thought, because all I need at the end of the day is myself.
And that's facts. I think, again, I don't think enough people learn how to spend that time alone. When you spend that time alone, you learn how to value yourself and validate yourself, because a lot of times it's not that you that you want that person. You want the validation from them to make you feel good, because you don't feel worthy enough. And that's probably one of the reasons why she rejected you anyway, because you didn't feel worthy enough. And a lot of times too, a lot of us take rejection personally. Sometimes it's timing. Sometimes it's just like they not feeling it. It can be whatever reason. Sometimes you can't take rejection personally, because you don't know what that other person got going on. But going back to spending that time alone, it's very important that you do spend that time alone and date yourself and learn to love yourself, because when you do that, you're gonna attract to you people that love theyself. You know what I'm saying? People that want to see you win, because you want to see yourself win. Remember, all of this is energy. So we ain't talking about how you feel consciously, how you feel subconsciously. How you feel subconsciously is how you really feel about yourself. And that's the energy you're going to attract towards you. So when you learn how to validate yourself, you're going to have people around who know how to validate themselves, and y'all can come together in a joint venture. See, spending that time alone, man, it's valuable, because then you learn how to embrace rejection. You learn to understand that the rejection is not about me, because think about it. Do you really want someone around you who doesn't want to be around you? Think about that. But a lot of us do, because we don't value ourselves. We don't feel worthy enough. So people who don't want to be around us, we feel like we got to convince them. You know what I'm saying? We got to spend a block. You know what I'm saying? And now we being desperate. We're coming off as manipulating, controlling, weak energy. Masculine men don't do that. We don't want to convince nobody to have to be around us, because if I had to convince you to be around me, that's already unhealthy. That's toxic. You know what I'm saying? And I did that for so many years, and so many dudes do that because we chase women, because we're not chasing our craft, our focus. We're not focused on what we really should be focused on. But we focused on that chick and we chasing her after she done rejected us 1,000 times. But we still blowing her phone up. We still trying to get on a date with her. She already put us in the friend zone and we still going after her. And that's the whole point of this video, man. When you learn how to love yourself, spend that time alone, not focus on rejection, don't take it personally. You know, because a lot of us dudes, it's crazy because dudes out here be taking it so personally. It's not about you. At the end of the day, you never want to come off as a beggar or anything like that, because when you spin the block, that's what you look like. You look like a beggar. You look like that you have nothing else going on. You got no other options. And you don't want to come off as that, because that comes off as weak. And again, women value respect. And if you don't even respect yourself, you know what I'm saying, how can she respect you? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, learn how to spend that time alone when you don't have no options. Learn how to love yourself. Practice going out by yourself, because when you do that, when you enjoy your own company, other people will enjoy your company. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. And I'm gone.